MIshna.
12th of May, Rabbi FUrst, Mishnah Berura.
Marvin. Okay. We begin to count the Omer.
Right.
Yeah.
This is in lower in Simon Tav Pei Tet in the Mishnah Berura. Halik Pei.
Okay, I'm not able to get into that room right now, so I'm just gonna listen.
Okay, very good. So we just started by stating that on the second night of Pesach, we begin to count the Omer, Lou.
Oh, thanks, Mayor.
Okay. Ve'im shakach lispor b'tchilat halayla holek v'sofer kol halayla. Okay, so if one forgot to count the Omer at the beginning of the night, he can go and count it, I guess, all the night at any time during the night.
The whole night is valid for counting.
With a bracha.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, umitzvah kol echad lispor la'atzmo. And it is a mitzvah that everyone count the Omer for himself.
Right.
So, okay. So when the Shliach Tzibor and Mariv counts the Omer, then you shouldn't say Amen to his bracha, but you should just say your own bracha and count the Omer.
That's a point which is mentioned in the postgame. Saying Amen, you should not have in mind that he's making the bracha for you. Right? Because he's not intending really to motzi you. He will sometimes, if a person for some reason he lost the ability for some reason or not to make the bracha. So one option is to have the Shliach Tzibor being motzi him. But in such a case, he should speak to the Shliach Tzibor personally and have him to include him in his bracha. Have specific intention to include him in his bracha. Now, the question is, if a person's simply listening to the Shatz's bracha, is that by force going to be him, including him in the bracha or not? In general, no. But there's a bit of a discussion about it. So the best thing is you should have in mind not to be Yotzi with the Shliach Tzibor's bracha. And even better than that, when he says the Baruch Atah Hashem, you say Baruch Shemo, right? You say Baruch Shemoi, that's making a hefsek in the bracha, and you would not be able to be motzi with that type of bracha if you made an interruption in his bracha. And then you can't. It's proper to say amen after his bracha, but don't have intention to be yotzi with his bracha though.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, going on. It says v'tzarich lispor me'umad ulevarech techila. Okay, so one must count standing up and make the blessing. Let's see. I guess techila before.
Right, before the count.
Before the count. Okay.
Right, you make the bracha before the count.
Okay. V'sofer hayamim v'hashavuot, and one counts the days and the weeks. Okay, let's see. Ketzad, how is this done? Yom Rishon Omer Hayom Yom Echad. On the first day, one says, today is the I guess day one.
Right, that's the first day, right?
That's the first day. Okay. In parentheses, Omer. Okay. Ad Shemagia L'Shiva Yamim. That is until one approaches or gets to the 7 days. Bi'az Yomar Hayom Shiva Yamim Shehem Shavua Echad Ba'omer. Okay, so then one says today is, I guess, 7 days. That makes it 1 week in the Omer. Okay. Uvayom Shmini Yomar Hayom Shmona Yamim Shehem Shavua Echad V'Yom Echad Ba'omer. Okay, and on day 8, one says today is 8 days. That makes it 1 week and 1 day in the Omer.
Right. Very good.
Okay. Let's see. V'chein ad sheyagia le'arba'a asa Yomar Hayom Arba'a Asa Yamim Shehem Shnei Shavuot. Oh, okay. And so until one reaches the 14 days, he says today is 14 days. That is 2 weeks in the Omer.
Right.
Okay. V'al derech zeh moneh v'holech ad memtet yom. Okay, and this is repeated, the count further until 49 days in the Omer.
Very good. Let's continue on with the Mechaber.
Okay, so now let's see, where are we at Bet? The im ta'u b'yom ha'mu'nan uverhu al sfirata Omer. Oh, chosrim lispor kishet tachshach. Okay, so what if they make a mistake on the day of the counting, and they bless, they say the blessing over the Sfira HaOmer, one goes back, chosrim lispor, to count as long as it's dark or when it is dark. Oh, okay. So that's talking about if you count too early in the day.
Right, that's with Void Yom. For example, today's day 19.
Right.
So if you would count in the afternoon, you can't count 20 because it's still day 19.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Okay.
So what is it saying you're going back and doing?
Excuse me, no?
I'm not clear. If you can't count 20, then what are you doing that you're going to repeat when it gets dark?
No, so your counting of 20 on today, the 19th day, didn't help you at all. So there, when it becomes dark, now when it's actually it's the actual 20th day. So now you should go back and repeat your count. We'll see about the bracha. We're going to see the Mr. Brewer shortly.
Okay, when you say
okay.
repeat your count, that implies that you counted earlier, right?
That's right. He counted by mistake too early.
Ah, okay, got it.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so it says the Hamitakedekim Einam sofrim ad seit hakohabim. And those who are
Um,
careful to write.
scrupulous. Yes, like scrupulous.
Oh, scrupulous. Okay, they will not count until the coming out of the stars. And it says, let's see, v'chein ra'oi la'asod, and this is the appropriate thing to do.
Let's see the Mishnah Berurah here and see if
Yeah, I'm just curious if you have to
Yeah.
wait till the three star. You see three stars.
yeah, we'll see that in the Mishnah. You should wait till actual nightfall, right?
Okay, so you said Mishnah Berura Vav. Let's see if I can find
You'd
it.
base in the Mishnah Berurah.
Oh, you'd bet. Okay, that's okay. So it says, okay, so that's Chozrim. One goes and repeats it. Who midivrei harashba b'tshuva siman kufnun dalid. So what these are the words of the Rashba,
Right.
which I guess was in Simon Kufnun Dalid.
That's in his response. That was in the
Sure what,
Rashba's response.
Oh, that's in his response. I was going to say it couldn't have been in Mishnah Berura. Okay. Umivoar sham shekahal hit paulu gam ma'ariv kodem. Oh, it's explained there if the community davens Mariv, I guess before it gets dark. Okay. Ula inyan Mariv ein lahem lachzor. And the matter is what they don't have to repeat Mariv. Ulahit palel mishum tircha ditzibur. Oh, because by repeating more of it's a burden to the community. And that's in Simon Reish.
Right. Because there's a question. There's a question here.
See if you Dalit.
Right. There's a question here. He's going to have to go back and count the Omer because it was too early. So why doesn't he have to daven Ma'ariv again? It was too early. So the answer is by Ma'ariv it's Tirka de Tzibur. You get everybody to come back to the Beit Knesset. Daven again. Is it?
Why don't you
I
say
think
he
we
has to
just
daven Yachid again?
You're the host now, Lou.
Oh, we lost him?
Yes.
Hey,
Yeah. I'm sure he'll come back when he realizes it.
he's coming.
There he comes.
Hi, Rabbi.
Hello, Lou. I guess we're stuck somewhere.
Yeah, my air seems to be a little frozen over here.
Okay, well, you're back now.
Yeah, remember when you
maybe I
used
should move
to have cars and they'd stall
my head
out?
a
Well, it's the
little.
same way with the Zoom here a little. It stalls out.
Zoom is a lemon, you're saying?
Very good.
Well, I don't know. So it's working. It works. Like I say, it's better than say smoke signals.
That's for sure.
That's true. Okay, going on. It says,
You
Rak
go ahead now.
inyan tzfira lo mashgichinan b'tircha didei. Okay, so but only the concept of the counting should not mashgechinam.
We're not concerned. We're not concerned with his own tircha. I mean, for the individual to recount his Omer, so we're not concerned about the tircha that's involved with him having to recount his own Omer. That's marginal, and compared to the tircha of having to recall everybody back to the base Knesset and having Mari all over again.
Aha. Okay, ki
why don't we-
yomar lemashal 10 yamim. Okay, so
I have a question.
What did you say?
what, Lou?
Why don't we say that each individual should daven Mariv by himself?
Right. In fact, that may be true. Right. That's really a halakha which is found in a different place, but that in fact will be true. But you wouldn't have the all the advantages of davening with the tzibur, right? You'd have
No, but I'm saying if we daven with the tzibur early, Mariv,
right,
so
right.
they're going to say you should repeat the Shema. Why don't they say you should repeat the whole Shemona Esrei?
Right. So
Is this mold or is this just part of the noodle? I can't tell. It's like I think it may have just been from the meat, but it's not mold.
if the answer, you see where the Mishnah says Kedla'el Reish Simin Reish Samik Gimel Sif Yud Daled. So 1 minute. Maybe I'll quote you the Shulchan Aruch there. Okay. Um, this is a halacha. You're asking from the halacha, as the Mishnah Berura pointed out in the Hilchos Shabbos. In biyom tol at Tzibor, if during the day at Tzibor the congregation made a mistake, v'chashvu shechashecha, and they thought that it was already dark. And this is going into Erev Shabbos. There's Erev Shabbos now. Or Erev Shabbos, they made a mistake and they thought it was already dark. So what did they do? They adlik neros. They lit the neros. And they davened the Tfilas Ma'ariv. And afterwards, the clouds dispersed, and they saw the sun was still shining. They didn't. You have to go back a few centuries where they didn't have clocks. You didn't even a sundial. If it was cloudy, the sundial is not going to work, right?
Didn't they have clocks all the way back going 1,000 years?
That long ago, I'm not so sure. Clocks, you have to look up when clocks were first invented. They had sandglasses, sundials, and stuff like that, right? But by and large, most people didn't have clocks. That's why they had bells, right? Remember the Liberty Bell? What do you need a bell for? They would ring the bell at the time of the hour. People would know what the hour would be, right?
Ah,
right, Luke?
I just looked it up, Rabbi. You're gonna love this.
Okay,
The first recorded invention of any time of clock was the creation of the water clock by the Egyptians or Babylonians in the 14th century BCE.
right. Okay,
Wow.
And the Chinese also had a similar clock around the same time.
right. So
So they had clocks all the way back.
and that's very good if you live by the Nile, but if you live in the desert, you're not gonna have much of a water clock.
Well, that's true. That's a good point.
Mm.
The Jews had
When does it say when the first mechanical clock was invented?
uh
I have 1270 in Germany. Mechanical clocks were built, I guess, on these towers.
Right, they
But
used probably
it says
used
they didn't have dials or hands, but they told the time by striking bells. I don't know what that means exactly.
that's the cuckoo clock, the cuckoo clock.
Ah, aha.
They had these weights, that's the whole, classic cuckoo clock
Right,
works with
right.
weights, pulleys and weights.
Okay.
So
So when you heard the
that's about
cuckoo, you knew it
about a
was,
thousand years ago.
yep,
1,000 years ago.
apparently so.
So
Okay, very good.
yeah, it looks like
but
maybe the 6th century was when the first mechanical. I'm not sure.
uh-huh. Yeah.
I'm
So
not
it's
sure if that was before or after either. It just says 6th century, it doesn't say. Oh, it's
Wow.
no, I'm not
Well,
sure.
that's earlier than what my thing said. Yeah.
right. Okay, so and even at that point, even at that, it wasn't so common. I mean, the public buildings would have clocks and such like that.
Right.
That was, and so it was very common that people could make or make a mistake on they wouldn't know, they would tell. The end of day was classically marked by sunset, but if it was a cloudy day, it could be very well that they would make a mistake.
Right.
So that's what occurred over here.
Uh-huh.
So, ooh, I see it's 10:30. All right. If you want, you can get ready for tomorrow. Maybe we'll look at the halakha there in Reish Samek Gimel, Hilchos Shabbos. That's where that's a corresponding halakha to what we're learning now. Maybe we'll take a look at that.
Sounds good.
Get a little bit more depth, get more depth on the halakha here. Okay, but we'll stop here, and we'll continue with Hashem tomorrow.
All right. Thank you so much, Rabbi.
Okay. Very
Thank you,
good.
Lou.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Mayor.
Yeshikaya.
Very good. Have a very good afternoon, both of you. See you tomorrow,
Okay,
Mr.
thank
Hashem.
you.
Oh, bye.